To be the ultimate Green Lantern, you must live without fear. Hal Jordan closes his eyes. Without fear, he mutters, but the black circle flashes in his mind and a voice echoes. L. Jordan, you must be without fear. Hal gasps, panicked. Without fear, but I'm terrified, he whispers as he trudges down a desolate desert highway. Headlights flare behind him. A sheriff pulls up, stepping out of his cruiser. Sir, strange place for a Sunday stroll. You won't last long out here in this heat, the officer warns. Hal's hand twitches in his jacket pocket. The sheriff notices, hand sliding to his holster. What's in your pocket? He presses. Sweat drips down Hal's face, his eyes wide. The sheriff raises his voice. Is it drugs? A weapon? The black circle flashes in Hal's mind again. The cop pulls his gun. Lie down. Hands flat on the ground. Do it now. Hal tries to explain. My name is Hal Jordan. I'm from Evergreen. Something happened there. But the sheriff shouts louder, finger tightening on the trigger. At last, Hal yanks his hand free. It's over in an instant. When Hal opens his eyes, all that's left is a bloody smear and a sheriff's badge gleaming in the sun. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Hal whispers, continuing his lonely walk. Later, the bell over May and Moe's diner jingles. Hal steps inside. The room goes quiet. He sits at the counter, exhausted. Something to drink, hun? The waitress asks. Water, please, Hal mutters. She eyes him strangely. Did your car break down out there? Hal just stares at the condensation ring from his glass. No, something happened, he whispers. Then the TV cuts to breaking news. Helicopter footage from Evergreen, Nevada. The camera pans over destruction, a massive green flat lantern symbol gouged into the earth, tearing through buildings, leaving a crater. The reporter explains no bodies have been recovered, but movement behind the camera ends the feed. An emergency alert flashes across the screen. The diner erupts in murmurs. Hal looks down at the ring of water on the counter. The black circle flashes again. 5 days earlier, Hal had been with his friends in Evergreen, John Stewart and Joe. They joked over lunch, arguing about Guy Gardner and whether Hal should rejoin the police force. Suddenly, bikers roared past the cafe. Hal muttered, someone's going to get hurt. Moments later, another motorcycle came speeding down the street. Then it happened. A blinding flash of green. A wall appeared from nowhere. The biker slammed into it at full speed. The crash leaving only twisted metal and gore. Hal ran outside. The wall shimmered before him. What the hell? He whispered. Joe tested it. It's like a force field. Above them, a pale alien stared down. He said his name was Abin Sur, and he carried with him the symbol of the Green Lantern. Back in the diner, the waitress leaned in. You were in Evergreen. That thing on the news? Was it a ship? Hal's eyes filled with tears. He called it the Green Lantern. The patrons surrounded him, demanding answers. I made a mistake, Hal stammered. Abin Sur gave me something. A weapon. The waitress tensed, hand sliding to the pistol under the counter. But another patron snapped first, grabbing Hal's arm. Show us what's in your pocket. Hal's hand was yanked free, but it wasn't a hand anymore. From the wrist down, a swirling black vortex crackled with energy. Black tendrils lashed out, lifting the man and ripping him apart in seconds. Screams filled the diner. The tendrils spread, tearing the building apart. The waitress fired her pistol. Bullets struck Hal Dash, but the black hand healed him instantly. Hal looked down in horror. You're not going to let me die, are you? He whispered. The diner lay in ruins. Everyone inside, dead. The door creaked open. Joe stepped in, miraculously alive. Hal Jordan, what happened to you? She gasped, but Joe was glowing. The Green Lantern symbol shone bright across her chest. And that's where absolute Green Lantern #1 leaves us. Hal Jordan, consumed by fear and corruption, his blackened hand unleashing only death. Joe, newly chosen by the Lantern's light. Will Hal conquer his fear, or will the darkness claim him entirely? Let me know your thoughts on today's video in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe as it helps the channel out a lot and gets you notifications when new videos go live.